My wife was certain that I just had man flu, just a cold, and being a man, I was making a meal of it. Well, it is really nice to get out on the bike again. It's late July. This is the first ride for, I should know, probably over 2 weeks now. Maybe 2.5 weeks. I was away on holiday for a week. The day I got back, and thankfully it was after I got back, I went down with COVID. But yep, almost fighting fit again. On the tail end of it now. Don't think I'm positive anymore, but just on that kind of tail end of recovery. So was desperate to get out on the bike. And here I am. Just going through Burbage now. Just about, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles up the road from where I live in Pusey. I'll talk a little bit more about relevance of Burbage to one of our destinations a little bit later. So this is Savernake Road. Savernake as in the pretty well-known forest, which is just outside of Marlborough in Wiltshire. So this road is actually going to take us up through or kind of around the edge of the forest. Savernake has actually got a really interesting history. We won't see a huge amount of the forest today, but as I say, it's going to be kind of all around us as we proceed down this road. We're going through Durley. Can you see that sign there, Durley? And this really is just a hamlet, a very, very small place between Burbage and Marlborough, of really no significance that I'm aware of, except to me. I actually come from Berkshire and we moved to Wiltshire 25 years ago. And I was tracing my family tree 3 or 4 years ago on my father's line. I managed to work out that the family actually originates from here, Durley. So by pure coincidence, we found ourselves living for the last 25 years in a village just down the road from a very insignificant village in Wiltshire where my family originates from. So who'd have known? So Savernake, which you can see the main part of the forest just over there, kind of looking towards it and pointing towards it. Tree line at the back there. That's the one edge of Savernake. And Savernake Forest is one of the oldest permanently forested forests in England. It's been forested for about 1,000 years, certainly since William the Conqueror and probably before. And William the Conqueror was known to regularly hunt in Savernake. And probably even more famously is Henry VIII's connection to Savernake. Savernake Forest is the only privately owned forest in the whole of the UK. And it's still owned by the Seymour family of Jane Seymour fame. Henry VIII's third wife, was it? I think so. And I mentioned earlier that the village we came through called Burbage had some significance. That's because Burbage was the home of Wolf Hall. Now, if you've seen the TV series, I think there's been a couple of Wolf Hall series now with Mark Rylance and Damien Lewis. And the series plots the downfall of Anne Boleyn and the rise of the Seymour family, leading to the marriage of Jane Seymour to Henry VIII. And the original Wolf Hall was actually in Burbage, just down the road from here, that little village that we drove through a short while ago. Wolf Hall itself as a building is no longer there, there's just ruins. Savernake's got some very, very old trees. It's got over 1,000 ancient trees, I believe, many of which are ancient oaks. Probably the most famous of which is the big belly oak, which I've featured on previous videos, which is about 1100 years old. And that one's right on the main road, just at the edge of the main road. Some scooters there. No nods. Don't know. The scooter riders nod? Not entirely sure. Avoid the chevrons if I can. Or maybe not. Let's just go for it. Well, that was a bit of a trip. Those chevrons whizzing past pretty quickly. It's making my eyes do all sorts of weird things. A bit naughty really, but there you go. Well, this is just what I needed. Good for the soul. After a week and a half of being thoroughly miserable, feeling really sorry for myself, suffering from COVID. Back on the bike. Happy days. It's a brilliant day for a motorbike ride, I can tell you. Absolutely lovely out here. It's not a route I take very often, this one. In fact, this road is quite new to me, if not completely new to me. So we're on the kind of edges of Wiltshire going into West Berkshire here, I think. Another one got the same idea. And a good nod. Good man. Blimey, couldn't have stacked those hay bales much higher, could he? Yeah, I think that was probably not a wise idea. He's turning. That's it. Just crossing over the M4 there now. Heading up in the general direction of Lambourn. Sure most people will have heard of Lambourn. It's pretty famous in horse racing circles. There you are, look, Valley of the Racehorse. So Lambourn, the Lambourn area is known as the Valley of the Racehorse. And although Lambourn itself is a relatively small, is it a town or village, I don't know, in West Berkshire, it's got a huge horse racing community and infrastructure, I suppose. There are apparently 1,500 racehorses trained in this area at any point in time. And that's across something like 50 stables, all in this little Lambourn area. Something to do with the soil, apparently. It's these kind of chalk downlands that provide very good drainage, which is great for the gallops. So we're coming into the town or village now. Going to head out of it in a different direction. Maybe get a slightly better view of the gallops. I mean, they're all over the place here, to be fair. Equine Hospital, look. Got everything, haven't they? Here we are, we're in Aldbourn now. Aldbourn, home of Easy Company, part of 101st Airborne, the very famous band of brothers. Did a little bit of Aldbourn on a previous video, so I'm not going to spend any time here particularly, but it is a lovely little village, that wonderful D-Day band of brothers history attached to it. Easy to miss this little street. Cars, people, motorbikes. Don't think that young girl could have given me more of a filthy look. Completely unacceptable. Me taking a motor vehicle on a road, isn't it? Well, they couldn't be taking on much more road, could they? There you are, that's better. Much more sensible. So this is the pretty predictable Friday afternoon madness in Marlborough. We're just coming down to Marlborough town centre, and there's 3 or 4 kind of fairly big roads that all converge on Marlborough any day of the week, but particularly on a Friday. I think it's probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock now on a Friday afternoon. Then yeah, you get a bit of this. There is actually a little rat run that will avoid all of the town centre. I think I'll take that. Now, that truck is indicating right. I hope he doesn't know where the rat run is, because if he does, it's going to be pretty tight. It's a very narrow little road. So he's thinking of going down there. We're in trouble. Don't think, oh bugger, he is though, he's indicating. Damn, he's going to do it, isn't he? Bollocks. It's one of those narrow roads that of course is two-way, so if you've got anything coming in the other direction, it's fun and games if you've got 2 cars. He's going down there, isn't he? Is he? The bastard he is. Fucking hell. No, he's not. What is he doing? Right, good. Well, I am anyway. I'll take it back. I apologise. As you can see, if he'd have decided to come down here, it might not have had a happy ending. But we cut all the town centre out here, or the majority of it anyway. And here we are. So that's Marlborough High Street down on the left there. Which, to be fair, doesn't look overly busy. It's all the roads coming down into Marlborough rather than the High Street itself. But anyway, it was a good move, cutting all that out. Well, that's been a very enjoyable short run today, probably about 50 miles or so we did. Good time to end the video there, I think, almost home. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.